Interesting thoughts. You kind of look at some of these numbers, but a lot of resiliency in that third quarter and the second half. What do you take from a game like this?
Yeah, I challenged them a little bit at halftime. I was disappointed with our effort in the first half. We were playing like we were giving them too much respect, and I didn't see the Brooklyn Nets, all right? So they came out, and we got it going in the third quarter. Their offense puts your defense in the bind. We're not going to win many games where we give up 60% from the field and 50 from three, and the team shoots 30 for 34 from the line. But we should win when we score 111 points. So, they put us in the bind. They got some really terrific scores. They're hard to get under control. And they're a good team, so give them credit. But I give our guys credit because, again, we challenged them at halftime, and they came out with a little bit more energy and focus, took and made their shots. They battled on the defensive end. And sometimes, Oklahoma still made some shots, but we battled. So I like that part.
We've asked you so much about the struggles of Deron shooting. It comes out with a big night, 33 points. 5 threes. Did you see a different mentality?
Yeah, he was aggressive, and he spent a lot of time after practice shooting the ball. And it was just, and we just gave him that extra day off to try to get his body together. So he carried over on the floor, shot the ball really well. We shot the ball well from three there in the second half, and then maybe missed one or two that didn't go down for us, or we didn't execute in a certain situation. Our spacing was bad. We got stuck. So, but Deron did, he was much more aggressive tonight, and that's what we're going to need.
You obviously had to have a pretty short rotation with two key guys out, and it looked like you had to ride the stars quite a bit there. Did you feel like you were able to get everything needed out of them? Did you consider going a little deeper?
Yeah, we tried to go a little deeper in the first half, Howard, and it didn't work out too good. So we tried to shorten it up. In the third quarter, we did. We switched Gerald to the 4. We got a lot of great energy. But, kind of when we tried to give them a 30-second or 1-minute break at the beginning of the fourth and try to get some of our other guys in, they went on a little run. And, we couldn't get our guys back in soon enough.
You mentioned that you guys didn't look like the Brooklyn Nets in the first half. And besides the point total, what did you mean by that?
I just thought we were kind of playing on our heels. Tim, I know our team. That wasn't the team that I saw, in Boston or in Orlando, or that's not the team that I saw against the Clippers. And obviously, sure, we're missing some guys, but I didn't see that look in our eyes. I saw it in the third quarter. I saw our team in the second half. But obviously, against Oklahoma, you got to play more than half.
Avery, and our goaltending call at the end of the game, what did you see there, and how key was that in terms of momentum, in terms of trying to maybe you guys trying to pull this one out?
Yeah, I thought Humphries did a great job of coming over and getting that. I don't have to look at it again, Rod, but boy, that was a big one. That was a big one. But again, we weren't even in that position in the first half. We were much more aggressive. We took charges. I thought we tried to make it difficult and crowd Durant and get in his space. But, you probably arguably talking about the second best player or the best player in the NBA. We got a chance to see him up close and personal. He's pretty good. And but at the same time, you saw our guy. I thought Deron offensively was really, really aggressive tonight. And that, allowed us to get some threes for some other guys on the backside because of the attention that he was drawing.
Avery, you talked before the game about not playing at their pace, and in that first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, it's 31-31.
Yeah.
Were you bothered by that?
A little bit. That was a little too fast for us. But again, early in the game, we missed so many defensive assignments, and we, turned the ball over. And we had poor transition defense. So they would shoot it, and they would get 3 guys in transition against our 1 guy. So again, we'll regroup, and I think you'll see a different team from start to finish on Friday.
Avery, you talked about in the past Jerry Stackhouse not trying to extend him too much. He played almost 30 minutes tonight. with a few games coming, with 2 days off, we have a few games coming up in a row. Is that going to affect?
Yeah, that's affecting how we're going to approach practice, which, we're going to give, quite a few guys some rest. They need it. We're coming out of a stretch where we played 9 games in 14 days, and especially because the one game was rescheduled. So, we need to kind of get our legs back under us and, get some guys healthy. And once we do that and we get back to playing our style of defense, this season can be a season of cycles. And obviously we're not in a great cycle right now. No time to panic. We still got a very, very good club. And, hopefully get Reggie back on Friday. We'll see where Brooke is in kind of his rehab situation.
Maybe obviously tough. Back-to-back losses to last year's 2 NBA finalists, so you guys are shorthanded to boot. But do you feel like you guys kind of regained something tonight after what they went through on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can take a lot of the positives that we showed in the second half into our next game. Where those teams are, that's where we aspire to be. When you get to the finals and you go through 4 7-game playoff series and you're together for a whole year, 82 games, and you go through all the highs and lows of a regular season and playing on the road and playing at home, and you're in a playoff series where you're up 2 or down 2-1 and you got to win game 4, and those teams go through all of that. You can't duplicate that type of experience. So with us, every regular season game matters for us. Every game that Joe and Deron plays together and Gerald plays together. And once we get Brooke back, those guys just need time and experience on the floor. And once we get there, then we're going to start to take that next step.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
4 minutes. What's so tough about kind of breaking the dam there?
They were getting the ball to their scorers and on top of the basket. We put ourselves in a position to win that game, so it's tough.
You think that was a clean block?
If not, it was as close as it could possibly be. I don't know. Did you guys look at it? You got a good look at it?
It's hard to
really
say.
close.
Not hard to tell.
I thought I pushed it into the backboard.
It showed one replay where your fingertips seemed to be pushing it.
I don't know, but once they call it one way, they have to. It's like football.
Did they actually say what they saw when they showed? Obviously, they looked at the replay. What did they tell you?
When the refs told me, it was as close as it could be. It's all good. You look at a few plays going a different way. Puts us down 2 with the ball versus 4. You got to get one Friday.
So obviously you haven't seen a replay yet.
No, I saw it in the arena, but I didn't really get a good look at it like you guys.
You had to play a lot of center when Blatche was out in the 4th. Did your approach change at all when you play center as opposed to power forward?
Not really. I guard 4s and 5s. If I'm the only big guy out there, we try to make it so that I'm kind of staying underneath the basket more and having everyone else rotate. So,
It was obviously a pretty tough loss in Miami the other night, and now you're getting the other finals team tonight, but a better battle. Do you feel like you guys kind of regained something in yourselves tonight, just kind of getting back into this one?
A loss is a loss to us. We're not the Nets of the past few years. No moral victories. We're trying to win games. So Friday, that's our approach. Get a win. We can't go on losing streaks. That's not what this year's about.
Thank you.
It doesn't feel good because of the loss, but I'm proud of our effort to fight back and stay in the game and give ourselves a chance to win.
What happened in the first half where they were just scoring almost at will?
It was the second quarter, I would say, for us. We had a bad quarter, and they maximized on it, and we came back and we tried to gain that quarter back, which we did, and we just weren't able to get the lead and close it.
When you look at the number of points that was scored in this game, is that a level of number of points that you don't want to be involved in?
Definitely not, but it was an up-tempo game. It was a fast game. That's what happened. in a situation like that when it's an up-tempo game, like going back and forth. Like, it's going to be a lot more shot attempts, and the points going to be pretty high.
Avery had said just a few minutes ago he didn't see his Brooklyn team that he knew out there in the first half. What changed for you guys in the second half?
It just, I don't know. It's just our attitude. It's just us. We was down, and we're not gonna give up. We didn't give up. We came out with a lot more effort. The first half, I feel like our effort wasn't there how it should have been. We came back just to get the lead.
Andray, guys, just so much about the second unit guys that we've seen the rotation obviously out there tonight without Reggie and Brooke showing depth in this team and just so many different options that you do.
Still got a lot of guys that's gonna be ready. Reza came in and some big shots for us, so guys are ready and guys are gonna come in and help when they get a number called.
Andray, with Reggie being out in particular, you and him have developed nice chemistry. What changes defensively when he's not?
Oh, a lot. I mean, Reggie's is a major part. Missing him, it was big. He brings so much energy and so many second chance shots. His defensive presence alone is amazing. So not having him, was tough.
These two games against the two teams that you lost to, no shame in that. But what do you get out of these two games?
We got to bring our effort, for 4 quarters, not for 3, not for 2. We just got to be out there ready to play for 4 quarters.
It's not something you probably necessarily think about. Deron really gets off today. His offense has been slow. Just his mentality and aggression.
I've seen Darren. I've seen the player that I knew and I thought he was. I've seen him. That's the type of player he is. To take over a game when you see his teammates are down. That's what leaders do.
You guys obviously didn't have your full complement of players in Miami. Same thing tonight. These two of the teams that played the finals last year. So where does this tell you about your team? Do you think that you guys?
We're there. I mean, we're right there. If we, just like you said, we didn't have all our guys. We're right there. We returned the corner.
I just noticed your
I don't think we can let a team like this shoot 60% of our building and have a chance. We did have a chance. But, we got down early, 15 points, and we were pretty much playing uphill. We were able to catch up, but just couldn't really get over that hump.
You have 33 points, 5 threes, 85% try your shooting strength. The game was based on a different mentality. Did you feel like you had a different opponents?
I just want to be aggressive, just kind of when I cut, just shoot. Not even allow time to think, let that thoughts get in my head, and that's why I was able to hit some shots.
Last year, where you had to carry the team, has it been a struggle at all to kind of get used to the guys running and know when to take over?
A little bit. I think that's been a little bit of a problem. I've been, not as aggressive as I should be. At points in the game, I get aggressive, but then, I'm kind of just out there passing the ball around, trying to make sure guys are in the right position and kind of forget about my offense and become a little too outside.
Does it matter of just playing together to be able to play?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that just takes time, and I think it'll come together. I think Joe struggled with it at times. Brooke struggled with it at times. It's all of us trying to come together and figure out where everything fits and how everything's going to develop.
How do you feel right now about this team and just where you guys are at?
I feel good. The last 2 games were against these 2 teams in the finals. I thought we played tough today. We played tough at the beginning of the first half of the Miami game. These are 2 teams that have been together for a couple of years. They've won at the highest level. And they know how to play together. And we're still trying to figure things out. And we've had some good wins, but these last 2 kind of humble you. Just kind of show us that we still have a little bit of ways to go. Before we want to, we can be considered a professional team.
Yeah, what do you learn most about your team these 2 days? Because obviously you had Brooke in Miami, you had Brooke and Reggie tonight. So what do you learn about your team overall?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we still fought. We had 2 of our best big men out. So that definitely hurt us, but we were still in there, and like I said, 60 points, 60% from the field. That's hard to overcome.
When you guys
Go ahead, Howard.
Can you consider that you guys were missing Brooke, and considering the kind of offensive firepower you guys were playing against, did you think you were going to have a night like this scoring-wise yourself, or did that just kind of come about over the course of the game?
Well, I just wanted to be more aggressive. I didn't know I was going to get going like that. It's one of those games where see a couple shots go in and confidence. I was looking for a game like this. It stinks that was in the loss. I'm definitely happy that I got going with it.
Can you guys win at this pace, and do you expect this to be your guys' pace without Brooke, or is it a product of the opponent?
I think it's who we played, and like I said, 60% from the field is not, that's not how we've been winning. We've been winning holding teams, under 45, and holding teams under 90 points. So today was just, we definitely got out in transition in transition, but we don't want to on the flip side give up a bunch of points in transition, and we're fouling in transition. And then leaves just easy baskets, an easy punch for them.
How big is it for you to get a couple shots to go with confidence? I mean, that shot where you fumbled the ball and then took a 30-footer and went down, is that when you know it's kind of going to be your night?
It was definitely good to see that one go in. Like I said, that's what I've been struggling with. Just the ball hasn't been going in the hole. It's been right there. It's been in and out, but it hasn't been consistently going down. So I got something I felt tonight and got my confidence up. Hopefully I can keep that going.
How important was it for you to get some rest, before this game and now a couple more days?
Yeah, that was a big part of it. I think I just looked like I had a little bit more energy today, a little more pep in my step. And then I can't lie, the 2 days of rest, definitely helped. We have 2 more coming up, so that's going to be huge. Our schedule as of late has been pretty tough. With the West Coast trip and coming back and playing the Clippers, we had some tough games, so it's good to get a little break.
You guys haven't been shy about the ultimate goal being to win a championship after games against the NBA Finals. Do you feel better about that? Different, same?
I feel the same. Like I said, it's still early in the season. We haven't played 20 games yet, so there's still a lot of basketball we play. We got to play. We still got to go down there. We still have to play Miami, twice at home. So we've had some good wins, and we had some tough losses, and that's just part of the season.
Best offices in the league issue 60% still in position to win at the end there. How do you characterize the game?
I think we feel pretty good about ourselves. We played without 2 of our key guys. We felt like we played lackadaisical in the first half. They had more energy than we did. And we still had a chance right there at the end to win the ball game. So we feel pretty good about this. You never want to be happy with a loss, but we can see the positive side of it.
Gerald, you're a big part coming out of the quarter, hitting 4 threes. That's the second time you've done that in a quarter this season. How do you get yourself in a zone like that?
You just got to mentally be prepared to just shoot the open shot. I missed some easy shots, some shots I feel like I should have made in the first half. But my teammates do a great job of keeping my confidence up and telling me to keep shooting when it's open. And, it's something that I've been able to do for a couple of games.
Obviously, you played at their pace, which isn't your pace. Is this just unavoidable?
We got to play just like Miami. We have to go small. We have to play at their pace because we're missing one of our key guys. If we had Brooke, we would have been able to, slow the game down, pound them in the inside, and take advantage of the clock situation and score. But we don't have Brooke, so we have to play at a more up-tempo, open court type basketball, especially when we go forward.
Is it very encouraging to know that you guys can play in so many different ways and really you can play fast or play slow?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's good. We know we can play big. We know we can play small. We just got to play at a consistent level now. And, hopefully we get everybody back healthy and we can turn over the wins.
You played the NBA Finals and back-to-back games. What do you think about Stan at this point?
I feel pretty good about the game. Like I said, Miami, we ran out of gas in the second half. We had a chance to win that game. We can pretty much control that game in the first half. Ran out of energy. Tonight we worked without 2 of our key guys again, and we made a push. They had more energy than us in the first half. We came out with energy in the second half. I feel like if we just started the game off like that, it might have been a little different, but still, you look at the just right at the end we had a chance to win without two of our key guys and a bad start in the first half.
Is that encouraging? Knowing these last two games, you guys obviously missing Brook and you guys missing two guys tonight, but you're still right again with these two teams who play in the finals.
I think so. I think if you want to look at a positive out of anything, I think it's encouraging for us to see that. But you know, still no excuses. We got to come out with better energy in the first half. We give ourselves a chance to win this ball game.
Coach mentioned his aggressiveness tonight. What does it do for your team if he's as aggressive as he was?
It makes everything a lot easier for us when he comes out and he's aggressive and he's looking to, you know, attack and put himself in a situation where he's scoring. Because he's also passing. He thinks about passing, but when you get that scoring mentality, he puts so much pressure on your defense.
What did you see on that goaltending call?